Hi ladies. I don't know if anybody's even still up at this hour because it's super late for you gals that are on the East Coast, and it's getting late for us over here on the West Coast. It's 11 p.m. and I don't know if I'm the only one that's still trying to get their toddler to go to bed, but I'm watching him on my Nest Cam here, and he's getting up every few minutes. So I figured since I'm still awake, I'm going to pop on here and I'm going to play around with ShadowSense. So if you feel like tuning in and watching, by all means, you're welcome to do it. If not, no biggie. So I have put ShadowSense on my lips like twice. It's not something that I do very often because LipSense colors themselves are super gorgeous. So I haven't found much need. But I know that one thing that we're lacking on in our LipSense shades is some of those like outrageous colors or the primary colors, and we're getting into the things like the blue lipsticks and the greens and the grays and stuff like that. It's really popular. So I've seen where some people are putting ShadowSense on their lips, and I've tried it. It does work, but it doesn't last as long as LipSense itself lasts. But I thought, you know what, I'm just going to show you how to do it, because we have a lot of new gals and you guys probably haven't played around with putting ShadowSense on your lips. Hi ladies, Brittany, Lindsay. Welcome to the late night show. I'm just goofing around with ShadowSense, and I was going to put some on my lips and show you guys how to do that, or at least how I do it. If my internet cooperates. Yes, we probably should be sleeping, don't you think? But no, it's late night and this is what I do. Okay, so I was going to pick a shadow color, something that's going to be visible. I was thinking of doing like lavender shimmer. This kind of reminds me of Mauve Ice, so it's a scary thought. The last thing you're going to see before you fall asleep is my face going, rah. What color should I do? I'm going to do a ShadowSense on my lips and show you how we do it. Thoughts? I got denim in the dark blue, maybe a lavender shimmer, copper rose shimmer. I love the SeneGence boxes in the back. I had to break mine down and hide from my husband. Right? Yeah, I put a picture out, I don't know, a week or so ago where those boxes were stacked like clear up to my dream phone game, and I had to finally take them out. Hey ladies. Okay, so I was going to pick a shadow color. The ShadowSense is super versatile. I mean, people use it for everything from contouring to blush. They use it as their eyeliner, on their eyes. You can use it as a highlighter. You can use it on your lips. I mean, it's just one of those like everyday, use anywhere you want things. Something to note is that the ShadowSense is literally the LipSense mixed with daytime moisturizer. So it takes longer for it to set. It takes about 5 minutes, as opposed to, LipSense can dry in anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds or up to a minute depending on the shade. This will take about 5 minutes before it dries because it has that daytime moisturizer in it, so it's going to be a little bit longer. Concealer, yep, thanks Mary Beth. Okay, so without anyone throwing out an idea, I think I'm just going to go with, gosh, I don't know, I'm going to put one of these on my lips. Maybe I'll do Copper Rose Shimmer. My sticker comes off. Have any of you guys found a good way to get those stickers to stay on there better? I haven't yet. I'm like tempted to super glue them because they just tend to peel up and come off. It's really annoying. See how that's peeling up. You didn't know that, Danny, about it being LipSense with daytime moisturizer? That's pretty neat when you think about it, and it makes sense. Okay, so the key that we have found with making ShadowSense work or last on your lips is Icicle. So Icicle, you're going to want to sandwich it in between. You don't have to put 3 layers of the ShadowSense on like you put 3 layers of the LipSense. And so I am just going to start like I normally would. We always start with witch hazel. I've seen a lot of stuff going around where gals are telling people to clean their lips with alcohol. No. Don't have them do that. We want to just use a toner. They can use witch hazel is a really good one. And in absence of witch hazel, I would use nothing, like soap and water. I would not want people to put alcohol on their lips. So, witch hazel. Get them clean. Dry. Okay, icicle. One thing I'm going to say though is I like to use a tester applicator when I'm going to put my icicle on top of my ShadowSense because I want to keep my tube clear. And no matter how long you let your ShadowSense dry, it's still going to end up pulling it off on this icicle. So anyway, I have a mirror down here underneath my camera, and I just heard my little one get up again. How do you guys get your kids just to go to bed and stay in bed? I battle this like every day. It's hard. Hey, Michelle. Okay, so I have a layer of icicle on. Anyone else still trying to get their kids to bed? Or is it just me? Go lay down. Figures. That I'd get on and do a video and then he'd hop on or hop up. You're struggling with yours too, Danny? Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. Is this what we do at night while everyone else is out like St. Patrick's Day partying? Stay at home and play with makeup. Okay, I'm going to do Copper Rose Shimmer. I just did some icicle on my lips. I haven't tried this one on my lips. Many trips. Mine's only 2.5, so... Oh, I hear him. No, you also don't have to be as careful about going one direction with this either, I noticed. You can just put it on. This is really pretty. Explains why it's out of stock again. Who else has tried using the ShadowSense on their lips? Look at that shimmer. It's pretty. Living it up. I know I should probably let my 2-year-old out here. Anyone else done the shadow on their lips yet? Super quiet, trying to do this. Yeah, I don't get this whole weird colored lips, you know, but a lot of people ask for it. Like, do you have blue lipstick? It's like, well, I can make blue. So it's important to know how to do the shadows on your lips. Okay. It feels really good. It's like silky because of that moisturizer. Ooh. I'm going to now try LipSense on eyes. I don't recommend it. Yeah, I know a lot of people who do use the LipSense as an eyeliner, but you have to be careful of that alcohol that's in the LipSense because the evaporation of it, just the fumes, will tend to like, you know, really sting your eyes. Definitely don't poke yourself in the eye. Oh, you want shadow now. Yeah. Okay, so this I'm going to let sit for a few minutes before I top it with another layer of icicle because I'm sandwiching it in between. This is still, let me show you. No, you probably can't tell, but it does pull off for a little while, so you want to let this sit a little bit longer. Bam! That is metallic right there. Copper Rose Shimmer. Anyway, let this sit. If you have a blow dryer, you're in a hurry, blast your lips and blow dry it. You can even do that with your LipSense too, just to get it good and dry. I'm going to take palette paper, and I'm going to squeeze some of this out on the palette paper to pick up extra, and I'm going to dip my clean one in the tube because I don't want to pull off this ShadowSense and dip it into my tube just because it looks gnarly. Even though it's my own personal one, I don't like it. I'm picky like that. Okay, so like I said, I would recommend this one is Copper Rose Shimmer. It's a very cool metallic. Let me open this up here. I need to like learn how people are always doing this, but I can never get it to focus where I want it to. Whatever. Anyway, it's really pretty metallic. I like the way that it's turned out. Last time I did shadow, I did the garnet, that really rich brown, and it almost turned out looking like our espresso. It does. Okay, so I'm going to put my top coat of icicle on. And for those of you who haven't done like lip testings with people, the palette paper is really useful for this. You take your applicator from your tube and squeege out product on the paper. Okay? And then you can take a clean tester wand and put it in the tube. Hand this to the customer. Yeah, I do this with lip testings. And then they can use this wand to put it on. Didn't pull off as much, so that's good. I let it dry. See how it's starting to pull the color off? That will always happen. But now I'm not going to have them dip this one back into the tube. Instead, what they're going to do is scoop up off of this paper as much as they need. So you can keep, you know, squeeging out product onto that paper. So like I need some more, I'm going to squeege out some more, and I'm going to squeege it out on a different spot on the paper than I just did the last one. So that way I'm not just, you know, cross-contaminating by where they dipped. You are going to love it, girlfriend. It is so pretty, the copper rose. All right. Very gently. See how the ShadowSense will pull off with your icicle. Get it on there very gently so you don't screw up the color too much. Let that icicle dry. So it's sandwiched. I have icicle, ShadowSense, icicle, and I can feel that that's dry. It doesn't take long. It's just that ShadowSense that takes a long time. I'm going to use some glossy, and you're going to seal it like you would any other lip sense. Now, this should be hitting the icicle and not my, see how the color didn't pull off on this applicator? But I'm still going to be careful with it. You don't want to mess with this too much. The ShadowSense is a lot more finicky than lip sense. Okay, and I noticed that the wear time, okay, there. Hear that, Mom? The wear time of the ShadowSense is about the minimum. I can get about 4 hours out of it before it starts to get like annoying feeling. And you want to be careful with, if you're the kind of person that lip chews or rubs your lips together a lot or likes the feel of the gloss, just refrain from doing it, because the more of this that you do, you know, throughout the day, the quicker it's going to break down the ShadowSense. So if you can just put it on gloss and leave it alone, then you'll get the really good wear time out of it. And it should help to stay, get my extra, it should stay put. Just like, I wouldn't get after it though. Like I said, it's still not as, I don't want to say permanent, but it doesn't hold as well as the lip sense does. Okay, so there you go. If you want to put ShadowSense on, use an icicle, totally helps. Back before we had the icicle, we were just doing ShadowSense and then trying to seal it with gloss, and it really, I mean, it kind of worked, but it was a mess. You guys are welcome. I didn't think anyone would pop in here. I guess I'm not the only one that's up this late. If you guys end up trying a ShadowSense color, post a picture. We want to see what it looks like. There's not very many pictures available of ShadowSense on the lips, so throw them out there. We can see them. Yeah, okay. And hey, if you guys have ideas of things that you want to see or learn more about, post it in the group. We have so many new girls, and I bet you we have a book full of products that most of you haven't even had a chance to use or see. It's bedtime, buddy. That you haven't had a chance to like use or see. So if you want to see or learn more about a certain product, throw it in the Just Us distributors, and we'll get somebody who's, you know, knows about it or has used it or something. We'll do a training on them. Okay, yeah, I like spending a few minutes and chatting, you know. People don't have to join in and watch, but it's fun to do them every now and then. All right, well, I hope you guys had a safe St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to go put my boy back to bed and throw those ideas out there. We're here for you. Have a good night.